It's Mama Soul Doc. Hi, everybody. I think the most asked question I get when I'm doing a discovery call with somebody who has a problem like depression or addiction is usually something like, nothing else has worked, and why should I believe you that hypnosis is the thing that's going to work? And let me tell you, first of all, I can totally relate to that because that's exactly why I got into hypnosis. If you look at my website, you'll see a list of like 40 or 50 practitioners that I've worked with to heal my own PTSD. And of course, everything helps. I still go to lots of stuff. I still enjoy lots of different modalities. But I always kind of felt like I have other things to do, you know, like I don't really want to do more therapy. I don't really want to retell the story again and again. So because I have a doctorate in the mind and I know a lot about how powerful the mind is, I started to think like, come on, there has to be a better way than this. There has to be a faster modality, right? So that's how I got curious about hypnosis, because I know that the mind is a master supercomputer. The strength of the mind is something like 300 million hours of continuous television. So it's got like bazillions of things going on in there. So why can't we harness that for faster results? So anyway, that's the answer to why is hypnosis effective and more effective, or why is conversational hypnosis effective and more effective than traditional hypnosis? So my answer is something like this. All the other modalities I think are awesome. I've done tons of them. I'm trained in some of them. I believe in them. I totally think they help people. Talk therapy is a great outlet for emotions. It's a great place to be able to learn to self-regulate. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But what out of those modalities actually gets to the reason you have the problem to begin with? A lot of those modalities are on the surface. They're giving you coping skills. They're giving you ways to recognize your feelings, which is all great. And like I said, I've done that and I think it's really important. But the question is, will the problem actually go away from engaging in that? And I have found that it doesn't, or perhaps it goes away for some time and then recurs later. Why would that be? Well, if the supercomputer of the mind is the subconscious, and the program that creates the symptoms that we're coping with comes from that behind the scenes level, then that's where the cause of the actual problem lies. And that's what conversational hypnosis is curious about. Now, what's the difference between traditional hypnosis and conversational? Well, the thing is, traditional hypnosis is going to come at you a little bit like a medical doctor, and I'm not saying this is medicine, that's not my claim. But what I'm saying is it has a little bit of that thing of pre-calculating how to help you. So like when you go to the doctor, you know, if you say I have a stomach ache or give them a symptom, they're going to run through all the things they know that have worked with other people. Is it this? Is it this? Do we need to do this test? Do you need this medicine? And that's not a bad thing. It's a great thing that we have that available to us. But the point is, when it comes to the mind, how do you predict all of that? Particularly when it comes to things like traumas, phobias, addictions, because the reason you have them is multi-layered and usually quite complex. Even if it's not complex, it might not be super obvious where the thing started and why it gained such momentum inside of you. So what's so cool about conversational hypnosis is it's totally custom. When I'm in that conversational session, it's your subconscious talking to me and me talking back to it so that we can actually find out what it is communicating. Not what I think it should be communicating or what I would like it to say, not what I think it is. You know, like a regular response would be something like, okay, so you have this, you know, problem now. Okay, so what happened in your childhood or something like that, you know, kind of like a little formulaic and predictable. I don't do that in conversational hypnosis because I'm well aware that the subconscious, when it's ready, will tell me what those connections are. So my job is not to tell you what affirmation to repeat or what to think in your head or how to undo your problems. That's not my problem, and that's not my forte. And moreover, how would I know? Because you know yourself a bazillion times better than I know you. So traditional hypnosis is going to come at you eventually with a script. Okay, you want to quit smoking. Now you're breathing fresh air. Now you're running with your children. I love all that. And by the way, I use affirmations. I actually just had affirmations going in my bedroom now when I was getting ready to come to work. There's nothing wrong with affirmations. But let's not depend on affirmations if our original problem remains, because then it's kind of like forcing affirmations at a part of ourselves that's not ready to receive them. So that's kind of what traditional hypnosis will do. It will read you a script, it will tell you how to feel, it will reprogram your mind. But I worry that if you haven't untangled the actual reason the problem started, we're not totally sure that that's going to stick and be effective. So I think that's a lot of why traditional hypnosis works in the short term, and then sometimes people say the problem came back in the long term. Why I don't get that in conversational hypnosis is because I have a long-term plan. My long-term game is not to tell you how to self-soothe, how to cope, how to, calm down, although I would love for all those things to happen. It's to get to the reason you need to do all those things. Once we get to that, then the reason those problems even arise for you go away. So that's why hypnosis is my method of choice, because it really is custom, and it really is an art of reading the subconscious mind of each individual. And I think that that's the best gift we can give each other, because that's the truth of who you are. That's the real nitty-gritty of your heart and soul. And coming in here gives you an opportunity to explore it, untangle it, fix it, clean it up, upgrade it, up-level it. So the answer to the question of how is this different from traditional hypnosis is, number one, it's custom. Number two, it's not based in me telling you that I know how to fix you. Because let's be honest, I don't. How could I know that? Conversational hypnosis also has this beautiful element of being extemporaneous. Extemporaneous means in the moment. So everyone's heard about let's be in the moment, that's where the real magic is. And in a way, I think that that's true in this case. The real magic exists in the moment where our two subconscious minds meet and agree to do something together, which is make you feel better. So I'm teaching advanced conversational hypnosis February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. You learn how to do the skill. You can use it at your job. You can use it in your home. If you're a therapist already, you can use it to get rid of scripts, get rid of tons of preparation, worrying about your clients, worrying about results. This is a way to learn how to permanently, effectively, and quickly get the results your clients want. If you have any questions, I have a free Q&A coming up next Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody is welcome. You don't have to be a professional. You can just come to ask questions. If you're a student, you can come and grill me a little. And if you want to join the training, please feel free to comment or message me, either for a free meeting with me to ask me more about it, or for a link to join. I would love to have you. This is Mama Soul Doc in Montreal, Quebec. Thanks for listening.